Hi guys, today I'm in the capital of Colombia, Bogota, and I'm going to be spending here about 3 days traveling. It's a little bit rainy, a little bit cold, but that's part of the idea to skip the heat of my island. So without further ado, let's go.
Our first stop was at the Calico Cat Cafe, which I felt was like a hidden gem. Once inside, we quickly realized that this place was very nice and well kept. We decided to have lunch right away and was surprised to see that they had a nice list of food and beverages. For the drinks, we had a mango and berry smoothies, while I had a poutine and my son had the pasta Alfredo as our main dish. The restaurant had all sorts of brightly colored cat-themed decorations. There is also a section where you can buy cat food and accessories. After observing the lower level, we headed upstairs, which is the play area. As soon as we got in, a cat jumped on my son because of curiosity with his headphones. I've never owned a cat myself, but I do find them interesting to observe and play with.
I am now upstairs of the Calico Cat Cafe, and once you consume 10,000 pesos, you can come up here per person, of course. You can come up here and play with the cats. It's something similar that I did when I was in Tokyo, and this place is pretty cool. The cafe itself, pretty quiet, not in a very busy area, but that means you have a place to yourself. And there are a lot of really cool cats here.
The area upstairs has 2 rooms and is nicely decorated with different places for the cats to climb, play, and rest. From what I understood, the Calico Cat Cafe sometimes have cats that you can adopt, so if you like one, just ask one of the staff members. Playing with the cats, we took a taxi to the city center. The taxis here are cheap and is probably the best way to move around, as they do not have a subway system and the bus line, which is called the Transmilenio, is often very crowded.
So we are heading now to the Museo del Oro, which is a very popular museum here in Colombia, and I've been there a few times. Haven't been there in a long time, so I know it's a pretty good one, and let's see if they changed some things, if I can remember some things over there.
Since the 1930s, Colombia's Bank of the Republic has been helping to preserve, catalog, and exhibit some of the country's most treasured historical artifacts, which come from various cultures that inhabited Colombia before the old world collided with the new. With over 50,000 pieces, this museum in Bogota houses the largest collection of pre-Columbian gold relics in the world, and it receives about 500,000 visitors a year.
To admit that they have changed a lot of the exposition here. It has changed a lot since I was last here, so and it's very, very recommended to come here. It's very interesting, and it's really cheap. It's about $1.30 to get in, so it's basically nothing. So I'm gonna continue with the walk. This is one of the main areas as well. I am now outside the Museo del Oro, which is here. A place that I recommend you guys to go is this place, the Galería Artesanal de Colombia. We're gonna check it out now. So here you can buy gold pretty cheap. You get it for like $1. I'm just kidding. But they are pretty nice, and they are replicas, of course, of the pieces you see in the museum.
It is raining, so it's not very fun. But we're heading now to Plaza Bolivar, and we're gonna hang around over there a little bit, see if the rain stops. If not, we'll go to Plan B, whatever that will be.
The Catedral Primada of Bogota is one of the iconic buildings of the city, and perhaps even in the country. It was completed in 1823 and declared a national monument in 1975. Plaza Bolivar is surrounded by several other important government buildings, but since on this day it was closed off for an event, we decided to have fun with the pigeons.
What the freak, Brandon?
What's up, buddy? I don't have anything, I swear. And okay, see you guys. See you. Oh, this is fun.
Afterwards, we went to the Botero Museum, which is located in the La Candelaria sector and is about a 5-minute walk from the plaza. This museum houses one of Latin America's most important art collections. Later that night, we ended up at the Andres DC, which is a popular bar and restaurant. We were hungry and decided to eat there, but to be honest, we did not know you needed a reservation. Even though it's not on the cheap side, it gets extremely crowded and we waited for about 90 minutes just to be seated. So if you're planning to visit, don't make our mistake, make sure to do a prior reservation. from the surface, the place and food quality was very good and highly recommended. There is also a live band and dancing floor. With that, we call it a night. This is my first of 3 episodes on Bogota. So in case you haven't already done so, click on the subscribe button and new video notification bell to keep up with my latest uploads. Thanks for watching. See you in my next adventure.